Welcome to a new video on the YouTube channel of Pro Football Switzerland. And yesterday, big news: the ELF announced a franchise in Switzerland, the Helvetic Guards. Social media went crazy about that. So before we start with the video, we're gonna have a short statement about the Helvetic Guards. Please consider to subscribe to our channel. And I think we're gonna start with the video right now. Helvetic Guards. So it was more or less a question of time when it would happen. Nonetheless, it was quite a surprise that it was announced yesterday that in 2023 Switzerland will have a franchise called the Helvetic Arts based in Zurich. Let's start with the good things. I mean, this is a big push for Swiss American football. American football doesn't get a lot of media presence from the mainstream media in Switzerland. So hopefully this will change, so that mainstream media will get more into American football. And big news: Zurich gets a team, and um, yeah, Zurich, biggest city in Switzerland, is the preferred city for the franchise. However, it's still not clear where they will play. Um, Letzigrund is the biggest stadium in Zurich, where also soccer teams FC Zurich and Grasshopper Club Zurich will play. However, I don't really see that happening, even though there are rumors about it and that they have the infrastructure for American football games. It would be definitely nice, but also, will they fill out 20,000 people when not even the soccer teams will fill out the whole stadium? We'll see. Other possibility is the city of Winterthur. Winterthur is 25 minutes north of Zurich, more or less, and they have the Schützenwiese. This is also the stadium of the soccer team, which is currently in the second division. So these are things to consider. So overall, it's, to be honest, for Swiss football, it's a good thing. Um, Also, like I said, for the mainstream media, and so American football gets more popular in Switzerland and more famous at the end. Um, of course, the team's gonna be stacked. You know the rules about the ELF with four Americans, and but all, of course, there will be some Swiss players, there will be some European players, and we've received already a lot of DMs from players who were interested in, obviously. So we don't know when the tryouts are, when the combine is, and everything at its time. And team gonna be stacked. You have like a Swiss national teams with some Americans, so will be loaded like the ELF, hopefully. So like every ELF team. So it's exciting. It's really exciting. Um, yeah. So yesterday, the general manager Tony Zurrer, I think is his name, introduced this franchise. We've reached out to him, didn't hear something from him until now. So what we found out, he played for the Constance Pirates, so team in Germany. I think he's German. He's a general manager apparently of the team. However, we don't know a lot about the founders of the team, unfortunately. Also, unfortunately, we weren't involved in the name situation, like in finding a name, Helvetic Guards. So Tony Zeller and some more people are behind it, but we talked with everybody involved in Swiss football, and they weren't involved either, or they just lied to us. And this is something normal, because if someone knows something, everything at this stage is really secret. So you can't trust no one in this process, but we're sure that there will be some more information. And exciting times. But we have to speak about the elephant in the room. Helvetic Guards, the name is, either you love it or you hate it. There's nothing in between. A lot of our followers didn't really like it. Some people said, yeah, that makes sense because of the Swiss history. For people who don't know, it's a reference to the guards in Vatican, the Swiss guards. So yeah, it's kind of cool idea, but personally, I think there would have been some better options. Maybe the name isn't set in stone yet, but I get the idea of Helvetic Guards. It's also the question: will it be called Zurich Helvetic Guards or only Helvetic Guards? Um, it's to be determined. Yeah, but that's like a detail. So yeah, also as far as we know, there weren't any talks between the federation, Swiss Football Federation, and the founders of the team, which isn't something surprising since the ELF teams worked individually. And yeah, let's see if there's a cooperation. Would be desired. Would be something good if there's cooperation between the Football Federation in Switzerland and the ELF team. And of course, the NLA, the highest division in Switzerland, will maybe suffer from losing the best players. Um, Maybe on the other hand, if you want to see it positively, the league, the NLA league, will be more even, maybe. But of course, a lot of good players will probably go to the team because there already some went to teams in Germany. For example, Tim Henny, who joined the Hamburg Sea Devils, and yeah, that's of course something Swiss football has to figure out. Yeah, but we don't really know more than you guys out there. When we know, we let you know when we're allowed to. And yeah, let us know what do you think about the Helvetic Guards. I always get confused because I think they're called the Helvetic Goats, but no, they're called the Helvetic Guards. So let us know in the comment section. And yeah, we're looking forward to the future and how this will pan out in 2023. So around about a year from now, maybe gonna see some ELF football in Zurich. Until then, stay tuned and stay safe.